More than 200 million years ago, this place was covered by a warm tropical sea. On the seabed, the remains of tiny marine animals and corals slowly accumulated. Over time, these layers hardened and became limestone. Later, powerful forces within the earth lifted the ancient seabed high above the ocean. The result is the dramatic limestone landscape we see today. For millions of years, rain and wind have slowly worn the land away. Most of the ancient limestone has disappeared. But Khao Nor and Khao Kio still rise from the flat plains, two silent witnesses from a very distant past. At Khao Nor, the monks of Wat Khao Nor have built a stairway leading to a sacred place at the top of the mountain. The journey begins with concrete steps, then continues along rough stone stairs. Higher up, the path becomes more challenging, ending with steep metal ladders that rise almost straight up the cliff. In total, the climb is about 700 steps and usually takes around an hour. Most visitors start early in the morning when the air is cooler. Along the way, you may also spot macaque monkeys moving through the trees beside the trail. At the summit, a small shrine with a seated Buddha overlooks the landscape. From here, the view stretches in every direction, across rice fields, scattered lakes, and the dramatic limestone mountains of Nakhon Sawan province. A troop of macaques has settled in the lower part of the forest. The monkeys at Khao Nor are long-tailed macaques, also known as crab-eating macaques, a highly adaptable species found across much of Southeast Asia. They typically live in groups of 20 to 50 individuals. A troop is made up of several females, their young, and a few males. The females remain in the group for most of their lives. Here we see a dominant male, confident and in control. His large teeth are a clear sign of strength and status. Grooming is a vital part of their daily life. As the macaques sit close together and carefully clean each other's fur, they strengthen the social bonds within the group. Mothers are especially attentive, gently grooming their young. Young macaques spend much of their time playing together. Their games can be energetic and sometimes rough. Occasionally, an older individual joins in. What may look aggressive is often part of learning social rules. Even when things seem to go too far, it usually ends peacefully. Moments later, the tension fades and calm is restored. Macaques are omnivores. Their natural diet consists mainly of fruits, seeds, leaves, flowers, and bark, as well as insects and small animals. But here at Khao Nor, their diet has changed. Many of the monkeys are regularly fed by both tourists and locals. Food is easy to come by, and sometimes the competition can become intense. Mating in macaques can seem unusual. The pair may remain connected, pausing between movements. What may look strange is simply part of their natural behavior. Within the troop, there is a clear hierarchy. The strongest and most experienced individuals hold the highest rank, deciding who eats first and leading the group as it moves. At the foot of the mountain stands Wat Khao Nor, a Buddhist temple more than a century old. The temple is best known for a visit by King Chulalongkorn in the early 1900s. A memorial to the king can still be found here today. Around the temple lives a large population of monkeys. Local people and monks often feed them. Within the temple grounds, there is a securely fenced area where visitors can park their vehicles. protecting them from the curious and sometimes destructive macaques. As the sun sets over Khao Nor, something extraordinary begins to happen. Millions of bats emerge from the caves, forming a living river in the evening sky. These caves provide the perfect home for the bats. Inside the mountain, the temperature stays stable, the humidity is high, and the colonies are protected from most predators. The area around Khao Nor is also rich in food. The surrounding rice fields and wetlands produce vast numbers of insects every night. For local farmers, the bats are valuable allies. Each evening, they consume huge numbers of insects that might otherwise damage the crops. Some of these bats will travel up to 60 kilometers from the caves before returning again before sunrise. And as darkness slowly takes over the landscape, the sky above Khao Nor fills with one of nature's most spectacular nightly migrations. The bats continue their hunt across the countryside, while the mountain slowly returns to silence.